Thank you for coming by. This is the American Project. Please be sure to like the video for me if you would, and subscribe. I have the link to my second channel at the top of the screen. If you can subscribe there to help me get to 1,000, I sure would appreciate it. It's free. Let's take a look at see what Fani Willis is up to. She is telling the Congress she can't move resources away from any felony cases that she's trying. So she's irate about them threatening contempt. Jim Jordan is saying she could be held in contempt of Congress if she doesn't give up those documents about the federal spending that they've been doing down there. So let's take a look at it, see what's going on. This is from Law and Crime, this particular article. Take a look at their website. They have a really good layout. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis shot back at congressional GOP efforts to investigate her office in a strongly worded letter promising to move forward with the racketeering and election subversion case against former President Donald Trump. She was dismissive in the latest in the back and forth squabbling between the district attorney and House Judiciary Committee Chair, Rep. Jim Jordan, over extensive document production requests. Let me again state this clearly. Nothing that you do will derail the efforts of my staff and I to bring the election interference prosecution to trial so that a jury of Fulton County citizens can determine the guilt or innocence of the defendants. She wrote that on March 25th. This began in August of 2023 when the committee asked Willis for files related to her office's receipt and use of federal grant funds issued by the U.S. Department of Justice. 2 additional letters asking for substantially the same materials followed in September and December of last year. Willis and Nathan Wade replied to Jordan's request on numerous occasions, decrying any notion of wrongdoing and categorizing the underlying allegations as little more than a political witch hunt intended to hamstring her prosecution. That's really rich coming from her. What she's doing is completely political. It's obvious. I can't see how she could think it's any other thing than political. She's just trying to be a superstar. That's what it looks like to me anyway. That's what I think. In February, Jordan issued a subpoena for documents relevant to allegations the district attorney's office has misused federal funding. Willis wrote back in late February seeking to contextualize the entire federal funds issue as the byproduct of a lawsuit filed by a disgruntled former employee who was terminated for cause. At the same time, the district attorney's office began responding to the subpoena by producing around 36 documents. Additionally, Willis said her office would continue producing any such relevant documents to the committee on a rolling basis. Earlier this month, Jordan sent Willis another letter alleging the district attorney's office had failed to produce responsive documents in response to 5 broad categories of requests. In the March 14th letter, Jordan gave Willis a deadline to provide congressional investigators with those requested documents by noon on March 28th, or the committee will consider taking further action, such as the invocation of contempt of Congress proceedings. Willis just dismissed the contempt threat in her Monday response. I categorically reject the assertion that this office is deficient in responding to the committee's subpoena, Willis wrote in the letter. Attached to the letter was additional production in response to some of Jordan's recent priority requests, along with a promise to provide investigators with additional documents in the coming weeks. Willis also took the opportunity to chide Jordan for the basis of his recent complaints, casting the threat of contempt as a wholly incommensurate reaction to the purported deficiency. Your primary complaint appears to be that we did not complete the production of your extensive document demands, including 5 categories of documents over a 4-year period, less than 2 months. The latest letter goes on. That demand is unreasonable and uncustomary and would require this government office to divert resources from our primary purpose of prosecuting crime. Willis reiterated her view that Jordan is engaged in little more than a thinly veiled attempt to sideline her office's work on the RICO case. Let me be clear, she said. While we are abiding by your subpoena in good faith and with due diligence, we will not divert resources that undermine our duty to the people of Fulton County to prosecute felonies committed in this jurisdiction. Letter continues. We will not shut down this office's efforts to prosecute crime, including gang activity, acts of violence, and public corruption, to meet unreasonable deadlines in your politically motivated investigation of this office. What a thing to say. There's obvious issues there that need to be answered to see just exactly what's going on with those funds. There's good reason for them to investigate this. The whistleblower came out publicly and was speaking in a meeting that they had in Fulton County, and they're well aware of what's been going on for quite a while. He brought a lot of complaints to the committee over there in Fulton County, and they did nothing about it. And they still haven't done anything about it. And she got fired because she brought up problems with the budget to Fani Willis, who was her boss. At least that's what that lady said. So we'll see where this goes. Be interesting to see more fallout come from this sometime soon. I'm sure it will if they don't get those documents over there. As far as Jim Jordan goes, he's pretty laid back, so I don't think she has anything to worry about in that area, unless he really gets pushed hard, and maybe he'll do something. Right, thank you for coming by. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Check out my second channel, and do me a favor and subscribe over there. Have a great day. God bless.